Nah, people, Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin, and
Baba No, peace and
Facts! Gang, gang,
blessings,
gang!
love and light, everybody. It's been a wonderful year. Hoping that people got the live stream. Also hoping that people, who haven't gotten those classes that we did before, that they go and get those classes. Um, you know, one of my students has had a breakthrough. You know, she started reading the book earlier this year. She got shrines, amulets and stuff, and she had a visitation by an angel. It was an angel and other ancestors, and they gave her wings, so that she can heal people as well. Like just want to say, you got to put the work in. Of course, you have to invest your time, but you got to be devoted, and you get results. And I just want to say that some people have asked, how do they prepare to, connect with their birth angels, or to connect with, deities and stuff like that. One, is, really, really basic, is get, spiritually cleansed, get a spiritual cleansing bath. You pray a lot, this,
I'm sorry. I hear all that, and it's
but,
like we tell them that all the time.
uh-huh.
One of the main things they need to do is get this pay-per-view live stream
Yeah.
so they can learn properly.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, you got to get connected to us, right? Because I said, this is a student. She got the first set of classes, and that first set of classes, I taught I Ching divination, which she has been using, and she has been. This is just this year.
That's the one that, be clear, that's the one that you let them know how it touch into the Hebrew.
Yeah.
And okay.
Gotcha. Yeah. So she's been doing her readings on her own, and now her guides are using the themes in the hexagrams to give her readings in her dreams. That's the point that you want to get
meaning seeing vision.
Yeah.
Now let me say this, people, now that y'all tuned in, just so you know, reminder, Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin, will no longer be here at Nicholas Brooklyn anymore after December 31st. I will no longer be associated with Nicholas Brooklyn after December 31st. If you want to reach me, this is the number: 929 374 3828. That's 929 374 3828. The next thing I want y'all to look at and see, so we don't have no discrepancies whatsoever about this pay-per-view live stream. I'm about to put the link in the chat for you. Okay? This is how it looked when you go on Eventbrite. For people who say, yo, I couldn't find it. How does it look? Yada, yada, yada. There you go. This is how it looks. Okay? So you see it right here. Angel readings. Learn how to work with your birth angel. Very simple. Very on point. Nothing else to really get into. Go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, man. You want to be focused. You want to be devoted. You definitely want to have your, altars and shrines. You can call Joel to get readings done and stuff like that, and guidance. you can also contact me if you need readings and guidance. But
Right
one
there, Egyptian voodoo priest at gmail.com. That's how you contact him. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, one of the things that facilitated this connection that the person had was amulets, and the use of amulets to resolve issues, meaning that you don't just want to buy this stuff to look good. You can not just help yourself, you can help others. So she was trying to help her grandson, and it was a point where she couldn't get to do the offerings, so she offered her tears to the amulets. You can offer your
Saying too much.
to get the pay-per-view, because people want to learn. I wanted to tell people how to
Hold on, you already went in. You already said a tear. Yeah, you realize like
secrets.
Like
That's a big.
yeah, you was not supposed to say that at all, bro,
years
at
ago.
all.
That's some stuff that I started doing years ago. It's.
Let me tell you,
God.
just like what was it, the Thor movie? I believe it was one with Thor, if I remember. No, Aquaman.
Uh-huh.
And they went into a certain spot and they needed water, some type of liquid. And I believe she got it from the sweat or something, something of that nature, to activate the device. She just need a one drop. So that pretty much is on the same level. We don't want people thinking, they're gonna cry up a storm and go do the stuff, and then they do the stuff wrong. That's the next thing too. Let me say this: you gotta be very careful when you getting into these certain things.
Spiritual things.
Thank you.
Yes.
Spiritual things. A lot of people just think, I'm gonna go light a candle. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and then y'all ass get caught up with some stuff that requires blood, certain sacrifices, all that. So when you sometimes you piss, if it's you dealing with angelic beings or spirits, anything you're dealing with, and you're saying prayers of any nature, you have to be careful and you have to know what you're doing. That's why we have the pay-per-view live stream. I'm going to put up in the link again. Okay? Just so you know. They said leave Baba Nu alone. Yo, don't tell me leave Baba Nu alone. Tell the spirits them, for when he talk all the stuff that he ain't supposed to talk, I don't think they understand that. Like when you say certain things that you aren't supposed to, that you're taken out of the mystery system.
I'm just glad to be alive.
Yeah. They don't know, like it could have consequences. No, it has consequences.
It has consequences. It's like if you teaching a lot of people how to use guns and stuff like that, then you're also gonna have to deal with more violence. So it has those types of consequences. And just doing these shows, it's like we are being watched. As it builds up, as a lot of people start to participate, we get backlash just from that. So just to say that I be taking my spiritual bath. I be keeping my amulets on, wow. But we we got the live stream coming up. You want to know your birth angel, it's a privilege to even know your birth angels.
And they did work as overseers.
And it's a privilege, because to a certain degree, when people get into spirituality, it's very random. It's not like systematized. Some people ask, what system should I be connected to? Well, this is one of the systems that you should be connected to, especially because when you look at what birth angels are, how you even find out, it is by the date, time that you were born, etc. That's part of a system that is for, it's for everyone on here. You don't have to be confused about, is this Christian or Muslim or Jewish or
Let me touch
religious
on
or
that. And let me tell you, I noticed some of y'all that deal with Egypt, and you talk about, oh, I don't want to deal with no angels. You pushing that Catholic, Christian, Hebrew stuff,
Catholic.
and all that. They going, and I'm like, are you for real? That's a very high potent
Science.
energy, that angelic. Down to certain, they talk about Africa, Africa, Africa so much. There's a tribe, okay, and they're Hebrew, by the way, and they have on the walls how they have angelic writings, and when they speak, they say they speak with ancient angelic language. When you're dealing with these type of things on a spiritual level, it's important you learn the type of language, a form of communication. When you hear the frequency, that's why we deal with the frequency CDs, the high angelic frequency CDs, because many times you're about to be in danger, and like you hear that high pitched noise in your ears, or you're about to go to a certain spot, and then you hear that in your ears, and it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Then you turn around, then you find something bad happened there. You didn't go to the party. That's when angelic beings are trying to communicate with you. So a lot of times when people hear the frequency CDs that I sell, they're like, "Oh wow, I heard that before." Or if they get a course that me and Baba Nu put on, and we show a certain symbol, or we touch on a certain thing, they're like, "Oh wow, that happened to me before." Correct?
Yeah, I don't think that many people who have studied Kemet noticed, but if you look at the artwork from the beginning to end, you will see that at a particular point in their history, they started to depict a lot of beings with wings.
Winged deities,
Yeah,
yes.
not just like Orset with wings or Ma'at with wings. A lot of what were obviously people who were human beings that became angels and got wings, because as the civilization progressed and as more, as they built more, temples, as they, set up more shrines and, did their spiritual work, there was like an explosion
Explosion of,
of people transcending.
yeah.
And you see that with the, winged beings, but a lot of people don't get into it really and truly. Is because a lot of people have been blinded all over the planet. There's like a darkness over a lot of people, uh, mainly because there was an abuse of the mystery system. You
And
know,
not just an abuse, but a shunning away of the mystery system.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, because like when I see people and they talk that, oh, I'm not looking to get into no angels. I'm like,
really,
yeah, what's wrong with you? That's one of the highest potent energies out there, dealing on that spiritual godly realm. But me and Baba Nu are not here to convince you.
no, no,
He
no.
said no.
You
I'm
know,
putting the live stream link in there again, people.
I
In the
wanted
chat.
to give an example of someone who, started this year, put their work in, and got not just a connection with angels, but got blessed and gifted with, powers. You know, that's a payoff. I've been in this for a while, so I can tend to take things for granted. So it's better when other people have an experience. You know,
It's always better because
yeah,
if they haven't had the experience before, that's why like people. because you see the name of the show is Angel Overseers, right? It's a reason why certain people that been into what's the term? What's the word for it? Near death experience.
Yeah.
Near death experience. It's a reason why you're not able to tell them nothing. It is no way you could tell them angels don't exist. You could say they crazy, especially when it's somebody that never believed in it.
Yeah.
Never believed in it, and a car is coming or a truck is coming at their car full speed, and they say they see it and remember it like if it was yesterday. Light, a bright light, a light figure with wings come and jump into them, hold them like this. And when you see that car accident with that truck, you're like, it is no way somebody survived that. Okay? That's why those people that had those near-death experience, you're not able to tell them a damn thing. When it comes to that.
You know how I know that people are so, lost on this journey. Around Christmas time, you should set up a shrine with like milk and cookies and stuff like that for the angels, and they'll come to your house and sing angelic songs.
Like there's a way.
Yeah, like
see, that's how I always like when you say this,
right.
Like don't just say it because they think they just gonna set up milk and cookies like they setting up for Santa. It don't work that way. Now, when we on Joel Benjamin 528, we make sure,
but
we give it to you factual.
Just to you gotta ask yourself when you've had these type of experiences, like what's going on with people. There's a whole bunch of quote unquote spiritual people who are like anti-Christmas. It's the day that the sun is reborn. After that day, the sun, gets long. The days
for
get
3 days, right?
Yeah,
3 days.
Yeah, days start to get longer after that. In ancient Kemet, those days from the 25th to the end of the year are the birth of the epigonial, deity. So that was always a high, quote unquote, spiritual or religious time that people would try to connect. Another thing is that you are now coming out of the solstice, which starts from like the 21st up until the 23rd.
Something important on what you said. Yeah, I have to remember a lot of religion that's put into around those dates taint the energy. We're not talking so much about like, the holiday itself.
Right.
We're talking about an energy that always come around that time. Why you think we're doing this in December? We could simply do this pay-per-view live stream in November. We could have been done it in November. We could have done it any other time with the angel readings, the short lecture, and give people the angel readings. But we know it was the certain time and the energy along with those dates and everything that's lined up. That's why we gave it to you the way how we look to give it to you. Correct, Babino?
Yeah, man, because going into the winter, this is the time to really prepare. Winter is not nice. It's not a good time. So
it lowers your energy.
Yep.
Well, winter time. Let's be clear again. Winter time where it's cold.
Cold, yeah.
Let's be clear.
Like if you're in the tropics, there is no winter.
Right.
Yeah. But this is the time to make sure that you get armed up and protected so that you could minimize the negativity that comes in those dark months of the winter.
All right. People, you want to reach Babinu? Egyptian voodoo priest at gmail.com. Also, Remember, people, after after December 31st, I will no longer be associated with Nicholas Brooklyn. I'm gonna repeat. After December 31st, I will no longer be associated with Nicholas Brooklyn. That's December 31st, 2019. So if you need to contact me, you want to get that number right there, 929-374-3828. Same thing, crystals, spiritual readers, all that other different type of stuff right there. 929-374-3828. Okay? Also, I'm gonna put this in the chat so y'all could see. Bomb. This is the Eventbrite. Okay? Pass me those books, please.
Yes.
Also, it would behoove you to get volume 1 of the God Genes, The Coded. Okay? Volume 2 of the God Genes Decoded, and volume 3 of the God Genes Decoded. All right.
And don't forget when you get this pay-per-view.
Oh yes, for 2020. Yes.
Yeah, you get the classes. You get the class on the I Ching divination, so you can learn how to do your own I Ching divination. So for those out there,
Free.
Yeah, that you get
In
that class for free.
2020, you'll get that class for free.
For free.
Only the people who bought the angelic reading pay-per-view, because the one that we're doing in 2020 is going to be more money than the angelic reading one.
Yeah.
So it'll behoove you to get the angelic reading one, because I know a lot of people want that one, and we're only doing that as a special for y'all to show the appreciation. So when you get the angelic one, we're going to give you access to be part of the free pay-per-view. All right. Well, it's not free. You will have it for free.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic, inner beings, outer beings, all beings that look out for us. Salute to you all. Y'all have a good one.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.